Oh, I've got a bit of the strawberry as well. Oh, wow. Melting in the mouth. That is beautiful. Luxurious. Wow. This right here is elderflower, and right now they're under our noses everywhere. In fields, in hedgerows, in parks, in woodlands. I feel like we're overlooking this incredible plant. And they're so easy to spot. Beautiful big blossoms like plumes in their hedgerow. They just light up the greenery. They're so beautiful, and not only do they look great, but you can smell them from a mile away. That lovely floral note just wafts in the air. It's beautiful, and they taste good too, but they have some surprising medicinal benefits, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with them today. Whoa. Huh. Here's a nice little alder bush. So one thing I will say is the more flowers you take, the less berries you're going to get, because each one of these flower heads will eventually turn into elderberries, which we all know how good they are for us, especially for fighting flus. But actually the flowers have a similar effect on the body. They're great for respiratory issues. They're extremely calming, but also will give you focus as well. So they're great in teas. I need a few more of these. I'm going to leave a bunch so I know I can come back here in a few months' time for some berries. Now I have something very special for you today using these elderflowers. I'm going to be making the ultimate summer dessert. This is going to be my elderflower panna cotta. I'm also going to serve with it some summer raspberries. I'm going to roast them in my fire, infused with a little Sapling vodka, who are sponsoring today's video. Now, as I mentioned, elderflower has many medicinal benefits, so using Sapling's vodka, I'm going to make a elderflower tincture and show you how to use it and what it does for your body. We'll also make a delicious summer elderflower cocktail to serve with my dessert. This is going to be a beautiful Welsh summer bonanza. Ah, here we are. I love this time of year when everything is blossoming. If you want to dry these out to make tea, just hang them upside down somewhere. But I will warn you, they can smell of cat's wee as they're drying. It's kind of strange, but it's worth it. Anyway, we're going to make this beautiful elderflower panna cotta. It's so simple to make, actually. First up, what we're going to need to do is get some cream heating in a saucepan. I'm actually going to be using oat cream because I can't have dairy. We'll throw in some of the alder blossoms that I've just shaken to get rid of any dust or any little insects. It's important not to wash the elderflower. And then I'm going to add some sweetness. Now I'm actually using maple syrup because it has a beautiful spiced flavour and caramelliness to it. Talking of spices, I'm actually going to grate in some tonka bean. I was sent this incredible bean from Jamaica. My friend Mariana sent it to me. It's got an almost nutmeggy vanilla flavour. If you don't have that, just use vanilla, or maybe something like almond extract would be great too. Heat that up to infuse for around 10 to 15 minutes. You don't want it to boil, just simmer gently. You'll be surprised 10 to 15 minutes of just gentle simmering is enough to infuse all those flavours. The elderflower has got that subtle, sweet floral note, but it just releases itself into all of that cream. And I think coupled with that tonka bean, this is a marriage made in heaven. And to serve with it are the strawberries that I'm going to fire roast with the vodka. I think this could be probably the most decadent dessert I've done on the channel for a long time, and it's a dessert that I would give to a special, special friend. If I had one. After infusing, I'll strain out the elderflower and get the cream that's infused into another pan. Keep that on the heat on a very low temperature. And meanwhile, I'm going to whisk together some corn flour with a little milk. So traditionally, panna cotta's set with gelatine, and you never ever want a panna cotta to have like a jelly-like texture. It has to be almost just a lightly set custard. Now I find corn flour works just as well as gelatine. So we're going to get this in now. I'll whisk it in gently, then I'll use my spatula just to slowly stir until it's thickened and it's the perfect sort of slightly on the thick side custard before we transfer it to my mould. For as long as I've been making panna cottas, it's always squeaky bum time when you are worried that it may not set, but I think that's the perfect thickness, the perfect amount of corn flour to make a really luxurious panna cotta texture. So I'm going to get this into my mould. My moulds are quite big. I've only managed to fill 3 up. I'm just going to cling film them now and place them into the fridge to fully set for around 2 hours, or overnight if you're making them the day before. All right, so fingers crossed they are gonna set. I'm sure they will though. But whilst we're waiting, I'm gonna make a tincture with the elderflower. Now, if you don't know what a tincture is, it's basically a concentrated herbal extract. In today's case, we're gonna be using the elderflower, but I make tinctures with all kinds of herbs, medicinal herbs that are grown in my garden, and it turns into a very powerful medicine, something that I rely on often. With elderflower, all you need to do is bung some of the flowers into a jar, try and avoid getting too many green stalks in, and then I'm going to pour over some sapling vodka. Now I like using sapling because it's so pure and it's made using British winter wheat. And with every bottle they sell, they plant a tree. It's the world's first climate positive vodka. So make sure the vodka just covers over the elderflower by about 1 centimetre. So if you're wondering why vodka or alcohol in general is used to make a tincture, the reason why, it not only preserves obviously the herb that's inside, but it also successfully extracts all the plant power and the goodness and the medicinal properties from whatever herb you are making a tincture out of. Now, with elderflower, it's commonly used if you're fighting off colds and things like that, and this is due to its antiviral and anti-inflammatory properties. It can also alleviate symptoms of allergies such as hay fever by reducing the mucus and easing sinus congestion. After a month of infusing, just add 1 to 2 teaspoons to a glass of water or herbal tea 3 times a day during periods of illness or allergy flare-ups. So to serve with my panna cottas, I told you I was going to do these baked strawberries. I always call strawberries tomatoes and tomatoes strawberries. It always confuses my mind. I don't know why. If you have that same problem, let me know. It's kind of weird. We're actually going to bake these in a bag on my fire. If you don't have a fire, just get them in your normal oven for about 15 minutes at around 180 degrees Celsius. I'm cutting my strawberries in half with the greens on because the greens are very nutritious. I'll get them into my foil bag with some of Sapling's raspberry and hibiscus vodka, some elderflowers, and for some extra sweetness, some coconut sugar. We'll seal the bag, then get them into the hot coals. It smells amazing. Oh, I can hear them sizzling already. All right, so whilst they're cooking and the panna cottas are setting, and on a decent-ish day here in Wales, it's time, I think, and it's rude not to make a cocktail. I'm gonna make a cocktail inspired by the flavors of the dessert using Sapling's raspberry and hibiscus vodka. I'm gonna actually add some of my homemade hibiscus kombucha, and I'll pop the recipe for that on the channel very soon. That's when you know when you've made a good bottle of kombucha. Damn, that fermentation. Oh damn, I wasted so much, but it tastes so good. Wow. I'll also add some elderflower syrup, some strawberries, and some chickpea water. This is going to replicate egg whites in cocktails. It's going to add a really aerated, foamy, light consistency. Oh, and some strawberries too. The fizz. I told you it could be a disaster. Okay, let's just calm this a sec. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's pink. This is absolutely beautiful. Looks so summery. And I do have a load of lovely sort of foam inside here that I'm going to spoon over, I think. Well, that looks very special, very appetizing. The smell, that smells like summer. British summer, Welsh summer. Wow. I'm not much of a drinker, but sunny day, cocktail like this, what more can you want? Oh, that is too good. Oh, wow. Spectacular, tangy, sweet, floral, perfect cocktail in my eyes. Wow.
Oh, it's amazing.
Cheers. Oh, these are hot, but oh, they smell good. Let's serve up. I hope these panna cottas have set. Oh. Okay. They look like they've set. Can I get them out of the mold now? That's the, the next job. Okay. So the easiest way to get these out is just sort of pull them away from the sides, and there's a bit of suction there. And you just want to, come on, come on, come on, please. Oh, yes. Look at that nice little wiggle. And this is still just set, so it's not like a jelly, it's just set. All right, let's have a look at those strawberries. Oh, yes, lovely jammy strawberries. All right, let's introduce these beautiful strawberries on top. Oh, that looks absolutely beautiful. The strawberries have created such a lovely syrup with that sapling vodka. Now, just to finish off, keeping it simple, just a few delicate little elderflowers. Oh, right, let's give this a taste. I've been spoiled today with summer flavors, and this is a beautiful summer dessert. Oh, I've got a bit of the strawberry as well. Oh, it's like a really sophisticated strawberries and custard. Oh, wow. And that elderflower, so floral and just charming on the palate. The vodka is just gently infused into those strawberries and they're so sweet, obviously being in season right now. And this custardy with the tonka bean as well. Oh, melting in the mouth. That is beautiful. Luxurious. Wow.